What's up? What's good? Matt Clark here at the new Matt Clark. How are each and every one doing on this amazing Sunday? I'm doing great. My girl's doing great. My family's doing great. I hope each and every one of you are doing great. Even though, like I said, we're going through another lockdown. We're going through chaos. If you could please hit that like button. If you could please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button so you get all my videos when they're new. If you could share with somebody on social media, help spread the message, help spread the word, that would be amazing. And there's a PayPal option if you'd like to donate, help support the channel. The link is in the description of all of my videos. So, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Just want to say what's up. You know, what's good to everybody? You know, I think it's Sunday. Did I say it's Sunday or did I say it's Saturday? I don't know, whatever, I'm baked. But I just wanted to pop in and tell you guys what's up. I don't really have time to do a video today, but I wanted to just kind of give a after a few day report on what happened with my Suboxone implant. So if you can see here, there's just a little tiny hole left. It's got some bruising, but if you feel along here, I can feel them inside. And it was a painless process. It didn't hurt. They warned me for the first few days I would feel intoxicated, and I definitely did. And I didn't enjoy it. I felt nauseous. I'm a smoker, and I definitely felt like I was high off opioids. And every time I had a cigarette, I was like, ugh. But at the end of the day, it was a painless procedure, like I said. And since yesterday, I've started to feel really good. And just not having to worry about taking pills is great. I've been sleeping amazing. And honestly, there's like a little, it's bruised, so it looks bad. But really, it's just a little tiny hole like that that's left. So I'm fairly happy. I feel good. Let's see what happens over the next few months. Yeah, the film strips. I never got a chance to take the film strips. I was just taking the pills, but I got tired of having to take the pills, go to the pharmacy every time I got to pay. It just got frustrating for me. And because of my situation, I was able to cover this with benefits. And ultimately, it only cost me like $40-something. So segregation lawsuits, what are my thoughts? Well, my thoughts are the same as any place. I've seen many inmates in my years segregated for an obscene amount of time. Now, I am part of the Ontario lawsuit. I sent in all of that, so I should be part of it anyways. Because federally, they kept me in seg for almost 3.5 months for one spliff when I got transferred from Fembrook to Joyceville in 2006. So I feel like I've seen guys that have been kept in seg for a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's not good for the mind. And these people are then expected to be released out into the street. And within a month, they're supposed to have a job and be able to function properly in society. And it's just like the deck is so stacked against you. It's crazy. Hatter, man, thank you. Hater. King Ruck, what's up, man? What are you saying? So I think I saw something that there's been like, it's possibly that it could be up to 30 million for this lawsuit. And I know I'm part of it. So hopefully, I don't know how they'll ever find me to give me my money. But, you know, we'll see. I'll be the odd guy out, Matt, and say I don't agree with the Suboxone implant with all due respect, sir. I'm not with it. I could lay out reasons, but it would take a few paragraphs. And you have every right to how you feel. You know, at the end of the day, you have the right to your opinion. I don't take that personally. I'd rather you keep it to yourself, to be honest. But I have my reasons for getting it. And obviously, I'm the person that has lived my life up to this point. I can only kind of tell you through what I explained through videos how deep my life and my addiction was. But honestly, I felt like it was the right thing to do for me. I never got the vaccine, but I might. I might. See, this is the thing. I'm not an anti-vax person by any means. I understand that it's new, but to each their own. That's how I look at everything. To each their own. If you disagree with something I do, you have the right to disagree respectfully. You know what I mean? No, yeah, no, I get it, Mr. BT, Mr. Bum Tickler. I get it, and I knew that not everybody was going to agree with it. But believe me, this is something that I thought about for a long time. I didn't just jump into it. I definitely weighed my pros and cons. And, I felt like for me, what does it matter? I've been so damn hard on my body over my life that if something can help me stay away from that forever and I don't have to worry about it, and I can also slowly wean down off of it and eventually get off of it, that's great. I just don't feel like I'm ready for that yet. And I really don't want to have to take the pills anymore, because the pills made me feel like I was addicted. It was a psychological thing for me. Triple Masker, what's up? You've inspired me to maybe start talking about my past and life stories on my channel. I might into it. You the man. You already know, brother. And I support anybody who does that. I'd have you on for an interview if you'd like to do that. I'd come on for an interview. We could just chop it up. I think that's super dope. I just think that every single person has a different story, and every single person has different perspectives to offer. And you and your story might resonate with somebody that mine won't. And I think that's why it's so important for people to have been through these things to share. Saves time. Not only saves time, also saves money. And I just don't like having to take the pills every day and have to worry about that. It messes with me, You see the downside for somebody. This is the thing. Illegally Blonde, thank you very much. For me, I was somebody that I was in active use for 20 years. And until I found Suboxone, I wasn't really able to get away from it. So I feel like until I am 100% ready to come off of it, it doesn't matter. And, I do ultimately want to get off of it. If I could just snap my fingers and be off of it, that'd be amazing. And I would do that. But that's not an option for me right now. It's just not. I got to work. Chad, man, what's up? Thank you. Caledonia and Eglinton. What's the best outcome for me in 6 months? To get another one, I guess. I don't know how quickly I'm going to be trying to not re-up and go through that process. We'll see how I feel, right? That's the reality. Like if I see like a build, like a phase up to 6 months where I start like struggling, who knows? I can't make that call now because I'm not in that position. Mario, man, what's up? Hater, man, what's up? Is depression a big thing in prison, especially people doing life? I would say not especially people doing life, because most people who are doing life have gone through all of that. And you don't usually see a ton of young lifers, because most young lifers are in max, right? So the guys that really aren't ready to kind of accept that, and you know what I mean? I don't think depression is a real big thing in prison, because at the end of the day, you don't have a choice. You're there. It's not an option. There's no way out of it. So if you let it get to you and break you down, you're going to probably end up, you know what I mean? You don't see a lot of depression. Most of the time, guys that are doing federal time have been doing time. Because most people that aren't built for time, they go to jail one time and they change because they're just not ready for that. You understand what I'm saying? So, Styles, what do you say to someone who lost a loved one to addiction and overdose? I would say sorry. Sorry to hear that you went through that. It's a horrible thing to go through. Tell us about the craziest lifer. So there's this lifer from the East Coast. And this guy was a big jack dude, okay? Bald-headed guy. He's an older guy. He was probably like in his mid-50s. And he would just smash the punching bag. Bah, 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 bah. He's probably like 225, 230 pounds, kind of stocky, but also in good shape for his age. And he used to come across as the nicest guy. I remember giving him a joint one time. He was just so happy. You know, he just appreciated so much. And then you find out that cold case is on him for like 13 or 14 different murders. And it turns out the guy's an absolute maniac and savage. So, I've come across a lot of famous lifers. I've seen guys that exhibit A's about them and stuff like that. And you would think that these guys are these crazy psycho-looking murderer kind of guys, but they're not for the most part. A small percentage are. And some of them are. Some of them are. Now, if you're in the building, go up and hit that like button. Please and thank you very much. Bro, your story about someone getting bullied into eating poo at Tayak was insane. I couldn't even imagine. It was one of the first crazy things that I saw that just made me go, whoa, where am I right now? And it forces you to kind of become a certain level of feral. You got to kind of just become okay with, okay, maybe I might end up getting hurt, but I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept this. I'm not going to accept this. Just is the way it is. I've definitely met rappers in prison. I'm not going to mention names on my channel because it's just not what I do. But I've definitely done time with Toronto rappers for sure. Lloyd Banks was in Maplehurst. I didn't do time with him personally, but he was there. I know that. That's what I'm saying, JH. You know what I mean? You tell them you love them and you're always there if needed. That's it. If somebody that is really struggling from addiction and on the verge, because there's, it gets to a point where you're just burning at both ends and there's no way you'll be able to survive for any extended period of time. So unless somebody comes in and saves you and puts you in rehab and gets you off of that, or you end up in prison or something, the only outcome is prison because it's only a matter of time, especially if people are using intravenous needles. But you cannot allow yourself to be burdened by that because they're grown adults. They're choosing to do those drugs. I was an addict who used to really resent the fact that my parents and my family wouldn't always be there to support me, even though I was a really shitty person, doing really shitty things to people. And I was. Like, I even did shitty stuff to my own family, and I just think that eventually you have to just shut the door and you just have to accept the fact that if they don't help themselves, it's out of your hands. You did as much as you can. Enabling, offering place to live and money and all that stuff, it just further reinforces the fact that they can continue to do what they're doing. They're not going to stop until they feel like nobody else is there for them in either world. And they either don't want to die or they do, because it'll come to that fork in the road. You ever do any spiritual studies inside or not, like Bible, Buddhism, etc.? I'm not a religious person by any means. I had a guy on my range when I was in Joyceville. He was I don't really know what to say. His mom was like a Buddhist monk, and he was a half German, half Filipino dude. And he was one of those dudes that really took care of himself, like didn't smoke really, except for maybe like a little bit of weed, but no cigarettes, no hardcore drugs, nothing like that. He'd just do steroids. And it was all about health and fitness and stuff. But when he was locked up, he really got into the spirituality and tapped in. And he would like do guided meditations for guys. And man, it was crazy. And he was definitely in touch spiritually. Now, I'm not knowledgeable about all that stuff. My girlfriend is super spiritual and really in touch with that side of everything. Me personally, I'm not really knowledgeable about it, you know? Yeah, Jake, at that point, you might as well get it, you know? I know people say don't let them stick stuff in you. You know, it could be a, microchip or tracking, whatever. If they're going to kill me, they're going to kill me. You know what I mean? Yeah, all about health on steroids. But the funny thing is, if you just did like testosterone replacement therapy, but kept it like on a respectable level, you'd be healthy as shite. You'd be super energetic. You have to eat clean. You have to take all the necessary vitamins and stuff so you don't like destroy your body as you're growing. Did I ever consider getting into the spiritual side of things? Not really. I feel like I'm somebody who comes from like, I have to see it to believe it frame of mind. And, I believe in ghosts and stuff because I feel like I've seen that. I believe in energy because I feel that. I believe, obviously, there is some kind of a creator because look at this. But what is it? I don't know. Rusty rants. I don't think so. Moderation in all things. You know what I mean? I totally agree with that. I feel like nothing is dangerous, but everything is dangerous. It just kind of depends on you and how you handle yourself with those things. Because I feel like water can be dangerous. I've flushed my system out before, and it was dangerous. I felt like I was going to die because of all the water I drank. And I felt sick for days. It wasn't just like a half an hour or something like that. Like, it really beat me up. It was bad. You know what I mean? So you guys know, I'll probably be doing a video tomorrow, hopefully. If I can get time to do that, then that's what I'll be doing. But my goal is over the next month and a half, like I said, to get that laptop and really kind of get things going. I'd like to really be able to talk about other things. I'm not super tech savvy, and I just know that the technology I have isn't good enough. It just isn't. And I want to be able to video on video and be able to show you guys videos at the same time that I'm watching it. And I just want to be able to kind of break things down real time, day-to-day events. And I just think that's dope. You can drown in water for sure. Smoking Gorilla Banana today. Just throwing that one out there. I'm doing Wedding Crashers and a little bit of peanut butter breath. Quit smoking. Hardest fucking thing. Me too. Cigarettes. Me too. And the thing is, I don't even really enjoy it. To be honest, I don't. I never really watched Larry Lawton, although I know who he is. See, Larry Lawton is the master of one thing, and that is marketing Larry Lawton. Because he has a big case he's involved in, he's mastered like titles and thumbnails, and he obviously had some kind of a financing behind him. Shout outs to Larry Lawton, man. I'm happy any dude that can turn their life around and use that to offer positivity to others. No need to hate. Just be happy. Cigarettes genuinely is the stupidest thing ever. I totally agree, and I'm stupid. I'm stupid because I hate them, and I wish they would just take them off the market, and we're all just eased of that burden. But there's too much of a financial nugget there that's never going to happen. We all know that. We all know that. When I went to a gas station the other day, and the guy told me that he was told that they're going to be phasing out cigarettes by 2035. You know? Yeah, I'm dumb as shit. I've been dumb my whole life. Yeah, I'm intellectually dumb. Intellectually, I know all the right things to do, but at the end of the day, I used to seem to always make the wrong decision, no matter what. My intuition would tell me don't do it. I would do it, and I'd be doing 5 years. I used to roll my weed with tobacco, but I don't anymore. I mostly smoke bongs, to be honest. Joints make me hack my lungs out. I don't know why. It's that primo chronic. That's what that is. But I still enjoy it. That's what I'm saying. I'm like intellectually dumb. But wisdom is knowledge applied. That's facts. See, I apply it now. That's the thing. I feel like now I'm not the same guy. Like, if you go back even 5 years, not even 2.5 years, totally different human being. Something just happened to me deep in my soul. And I don't know if it was meeting my amazing woman. I mean, she definitely like played a huge role in that. But like it just like overnight, I was suddenly just a different human. Like I was kind and considerate. I never, ever, 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 ever wanted to do bad shit. And there was just a point in my life where that's all I wanted to do was go out and rob and steal to make money. So, you know, you get a good woman behind you who really makes you focus on being responsible because you want to do the right thing for her always. It just motivates you differently. And I know as you know, the days go by, eventually we're going to want to have babies. And I know that's going to motivate me even more. So, you know, for me, I know the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. Yeah, we do always have something to work on because you can constantly be a better person. You know, every day you can sit back, you can analyze the mistakes you made that day, and you can try to move forward and improve on just the small little daily things. Because, you know, in Western culture itself, you know, we're based up on a culture of luxury, you know, and I feel like a lot of the time people are never checked. Like they don't ever have to realize anything. You know, they don't ever feel real pressure. And I think that you just have a much better chance of getting through this life successfully if you go through a little bit of heartache early. You experience some trauma. Like it creates toughness. It creates thick skin. You know, but it doesn't necessarily have to be like major trauma. Trauma is in the eye of the beholder, you know? Like it is to each individual different. What's trauma to me may not be trauma to you, but what's trauma to you it may seem funny and hilarious to me, but be end of the world for you. And either way, it's still that bad. That's what I'm saying, man. Great minds think alike. Why does every woman know she's hungry but can't for the life of her answer, what would you like to eat? I don't know. Is that a joke? Yeah, good luck. If you're in the building, go up and hit that like button. Please and thank you. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. We speak on prison. We speak on addiction. I speak on life. It just doesn't really matter. I'll talk about it if you guys want to talk about it. Videos, live streams, whatever, man. Just hit that subscribe button and that bell notification button. So what to do on this marvelous, beautiful lockup? I can go outside and stand on my beautiful front porch, or I can go out in the backyard and look at the lawn. They challenge you just to challenge you is what you're saying. I feel ya. But I'll tell you what, I need to be challenged. I need somebody to kind of balance out my crazy, because I don't really have a shut off. It's more like I get an idea and I want to go. So, I can do this and let's go. That's me. So I need somebody to kind of chill me out. I don't like outdoor. You already know, Chad, man. Have a good day. I definitely have talked about Prisoners' Justice Day before, for sure. And we'll talk about it again this year on Prisoners' Justice Day. Or maybe the day before. But August 10th. August 10th. You got to show your respects. And anybody who knows that if you're in prison and you choose to eat on August 10th, I know it's a little different now, specifically in Ontario, because a lot of the young guys, they just don't care. They're not sentimental like that. They just don't care, But in a lot of prisons across Canada, and I don't know about the US or in Great Britain or wherever, they don't eat. And I know guys personally that have been street charged for attacking guys who are eating on Prisoners' Justice Day. So it's probably not a good idea. Probably want to stay away from that. I'm on here for another minute and 15 seconds, guys. You already know. But like I said, be looking out for a video. I'm going to be doing a video in the next couple of days on the Highway of Tears. I think it's super important, although I don't really have the technology to do what I would love to do. But that's going to take too long because I need to learn how to do a lot of things and stuff. And I feel like right now is a good time to kind of get that out there and kind of bring a spotlight to that again, because I feel like that's an important thing to talk about and regularly. James Singh. In Ontario, I have never seen anybody get raped in prison or heard about anybody getting raped in prison. I've heard about a couple of close calls where guys would make moves on guys, not really rape, but they'd make sexual advances to guys and then get cooked. I've heard of stories of guys that were having like a sexual relationship and get cooked if they get caught. But it doesn't mean that it's not possible. That there's no way that at any time ever nobody could ever rape somebody. So I don't know. There's a lot of ranges that are protective custody, full of sexual deviance, and who knows what happens on those blocks. You know what I mean? Like when I was in Fenbrook, there was a whole block of dudes that didn't like females, and who knows what's going on that block. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But if they were in a higher security prison, whew, guys would have been running in there shanked up if they even had any idea that's what was going on. So anyways, you guys already know. Love each and every one of you from the new Matt Clark. People do not really get raped in Canadian prisons. I'm sure, like I said, it happens once in a while. It's not accepted, though. And, for good reason. Love each and every one of you. The new Matt Clark.